Hi, my name is Mauricio. I'm with Traverse Tours and Travel, and today I'm going to talk about one of the trips that I recently went on earlier this year to Israel. It was amazing. We had 3 days, which did not do it enough justice. I can't wait to go back, but today we're going to dive deeper into that. So the best thing to do in Israel is a lot of things. Because it's one of the only places that I've traveled to in the world that has a combination of so many different cultures, so many different points of view, and some of the things you can do is you can see all the historical sites. That's a given. You can go swimming in the Dead Sea. Eating the food is amazing. Walking through the streets in Old Jerusalem is something that you can't really explain. It's more like a scene out of a movie when you're there. The biggest challenge and the most interesting thing was there's no being late. Like, oh, hey, I'm gonna, go over here and wait. No, when you're traveling to Israel, one of the things that kind of shocked me was, one of the things that was interesting is as soon as you go through security to get to the airport, from the United States to Israel, you're in the secure area part of the airport, and then when you go to your gate, you actually have to go through security again, just specific to that gate, so then that way you can have access to board the flight. But once you get to that point, you are not allowed to come out of that secure area at all, or you are not boarding the plane. One of my greatest memories from my trip to Israel was I was able to have the opportunity to take my parents with me, and they'd always dreamt about going there, and to see their faces, to see them having one of their bucket list items completed, that was amazing. What I was most surprised about in Israel was there is a finite line between the two parts of the city in Old Jerusalem. There's one side and the other side, but the thing is, everybody gets along so amazing. It is nothing like what they say in the news. It is one of the safest places I have ever been to in this world, and I have been to many places in the world. Okay, so one of the most valuable things that I learned about my trip was always have your passport with you. I decided, since we were traveling within Israel, I figured, okay, we were gonna be fine everywhere we go. Well, when we made the cross-border trek to go from Israel to Palestine to go see a bunch of other sites and the Dead Sea, I didn't have my passport with me. So I was allowed to exit Israel, and then when we tried to come back into Israel, we were not allowed to come back into the country. My parents were, but I was not. And my parents were freaking out, and I just told them, hey, just relax. This will be a really cool story. You guys go with a driver to our hotel in Israel, and I'll just chill here with these guards until you guys come back. Well, they weren't having that, so then we went to another part of Israel, and then on the way back, we went through a different port of entry, and we were able to establish that, yes, I was an American citizen with traveling on a US passport, and they let us through. Am I planning on going back to Israel? Yes, because I was only there for about 2 to 3 days, which is not enough. I'd like to go back there and spend about a week, travel all the way up to Galilee, go down to visit Jordan, see Petra, see some more of the sites that I've always read about in books or heard about through stories.